Coño. What's up, players? Code 3 Collector here with another action figure review. This time it's going to be the Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack, Admiral Akbar and Officer Do. Actually, it's First Order Officer. When I first got this package, I thought this guy's name was Do. Do you see what I mean? Holy cow. Du Premier Ordre. That's French for holy smokes. First Order Officer. Here you go. It's an exclusive, as you can tell here. Officer Do, Admiral Akbar, and Officer, First Order Officer. All right, there you go. There's a look at the box. So now let's open them up and take a look at them. Let's take a look at their accessories, and they are very, well, shoot, it's just a friggin' gun. That's all they come with. Accessories are at a minimum in this exclusive set. Here's Akbar's pistol, and I mean it looks cool, and it's got a little bit of paint on, but whatever, not too exciting. And here's Officer Do's pistol again. It's got a little bit of paint. I suppose it looks all right. It's got silver and black paint on as a gun. I don't. This may be screen accurate. I'm not a humongous Star Wars nerd. I do like Star Wars, but I am not at the level of some of you. So if you do know the name of these weapon systems, please put it down and educate me in the comments. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, okay, let's start with General Akbar. He is a cool looking figure. What is it? Is he supposed to be some sort of octopus? Or, yeah, octopus. He looks like an octopus to me. Being familiar with this character from the previous episodes. Is this the guy that yells, "It's a trap"? Heck, I don't even know if this is like, I don't even know what the heck he yelled. It's a trap. Man, he's gonna stand on the shelf because of his unique head sculpt. Get it closer for you, I should say forward. What a dummy. Check out this paint. Now, you have the regular paint, and then you have shading, and there's different levels of shading, as you can see right here. I hope it's coming across in the video. This is lighter than this paint, and the mouth area is even lighter. There's several different colors or shades of colors used, and in the areas where you would expect it to be darker, Hasbro has really outdone themselves with this paint job on the head. Now, yeah, you can see that in the camera. It's standing out. It looks like this is another color. It looks like a little bit pinkish, like these dots on his head. The details just stand out on this figure. Now, they've used, I would say that the only thing I really don't care too much about, but maybe it's because it's based on an octopus and it's supposed to look wet. I don't know if this character looks wet in the movie, but I wish they would have used like a flatter, because it looks like it has some sort of finish on it, but it's a shiny, glossier finish. I wish they would have used like a matte finish on this guy, and I think using the matte finish would have even brought out all these details a little bit more. On the hand, since it's the same color as the head, they've done the shading, as you can see right here in the hand, where the top of the hand where you expect it to be lighter, they've gone with a lighter color. So Hasbro, good job on the paint. Where else does this guy have paint? Let me back it out a little bit. I don't think any of this has paint. I think it's just molded. The plastic's been molded in that color. And obviously the little badge here, it's actually painted well for what the little paint that's on there. And I don't think anything else on this figure, other than the parts that I mentioned, have paint, which is a shame, because if they would have just gone just an extra step, this figure paint wise would be for Hasbro a 10. But you know, they left the coat and the pants and the shoes, or the boots I should say, without any form of wash or shading. I can do that myself, and so can you. It's really not that difficult. There's many YouTube videos that explain how to do that, and I think if we were able to do that just with a little bit of a wash, would bring out all the details in the pants, which are sculpted fairly well. The boots also look nice from what I can see, but it's hard to see without any wash, and so I think they missed a good opportunity here to have a truly magnificently painted figure, especially with the way the attention that they gave to the head. I didn't really focus on the eyes, but man, look at that. Giving you a good look of this. Very impressive. Really good. All right, so let's move on to the articulation. This figure has a gimmick, which is actually a pretty neat gimmick.
It's a trap! It's a trap!
So the mouth, or I should say, it's actually the top part, as you see, moves. It gives the illusion that he's opening his mouth. It does have that, but the head does not go. It just has very little side-to-side movement. Is that just me? Yeah, because see, it's gonna run into the collar there. I think that's just a design of the actual character himself and what he's wearing in the movie. And here they could have added some more shading to the collar and make it look fantastic. However, this is really a $20 figure and not a $40 to $60 figure like an SH figure or Mafex. Moving on, in articulation, we have the shoulder and it goes above parallel, which is nice. Very good range for the shoulder. The arm will go all the way around, and it looks like it's on a hinge. And nothing else on the bicep, except here on obviously here it looks like there's another hinge, and it goes side to side and continue moving down the hand. The hand also goes 360. At the elbow, it goes to 90 degrees. There's only one point of articulation on that hinge. It's not a double hinge. And then at the wrist, let's see if I can forward that. I'll move it close. It has excellent range on that hinge, and it goes forward or back. So cool. The other arm, same as far as the shoulder goes, all the way around. It goes all 360 all the way down the arm, including the wrist. And again, it has 90 degrees. And the wrist, not quite the same amount of range going forward, but it does have a pretty good range going back. I appreciate the way they did the hand here. This is going to be to hold his pistol. Let me get his pistol out. He holds it very naturally. Oh, finger in the trigger, guys. Don't put your finger in the trigger unless you're ready to destroy. Okay, and what I was saying about the hands, I appreciate that this didn't have also a pistol grabbing hand like we're going to talk about this Officer Do here unfortunately does, but it just gives it a cooler look. We have, it looks like it's just going to be a ball peg at the waist. Moving on down to the legs. Let's see if this is soft so you can move it. As you can see right there, it does have your typical cut here at the hip, and then looking forward and back, it can go forward and it can go back. This figure is not intended to be, or this character is not intended to be too dynamic. Look at this, it's a little loose. I'm not too concerned about that because you just have to put some Pledge floor shine on there and it's gonna be good to go. But it's loose, but not incredibly loose. All right, as far as articulation at the knee, as you can see, it has a double hinge and it gets you that much range of motion, more than you would want or need. No boot cut, I should say, and then it has your standard up and down in the foot, and that peg, that forward-facing peg that gets you ankle pivot, and that's on both sides. So there's General Akbar, Officer Do. Can't tell how much paint. So I see the hat has a little bit of paint right here on the bill, and obviously the little insignia. Hat does come off. Officer Do looks like he has a high and tight haircut. The plastic, I think it's molded in that color. I think we got, let me see, do we have, yeah, we have a little bit of paint right here on the buckle. We have a little bit of paint there on whatever those, I can't even tell. It's not pins. Some accent on his coat. And as far as paint goes, that is it. That is it. All right, back to the articulation. Let me back this thing out. Does the head goes side to side. Can it look up? That's as far up as it's gonna look. It's hindered by the sculpt right here. Too bad this can't look that far up, but it does look all the way down, and it does have a little sad puppy look. The arm is on a hinge. It is a single hinge, but the peg is rather large. Look at, oh my gosh, you can dislocate this guy's arm. So the hinge is rather large, and it gets you to a greater than 90 angle. I just noticed another bit of paint right here that I didn't cover before. What does that say? What is that? What is that language? I don't understand that. Okay, so it goes forward that much and back a lot, but careful, because if you go back too much, it's gonna expose his innards. It does go all the way around. It has the hip cut right there. Goes forward this much. Back that much. No boot cut. The foot goes up that much, down that much, and it has that ankle pivot. I want to point out, first of all, his holster. His holster to hold his pistol. His holster is on the right side of his body, meaning, and it's not a cross-draw holster, as you can see. It's a holster that he would unholster his gun with his right arm. Cool. You tell me, what in the world is he supposed to hold here? There's not another accessory, there's not another gun, there's nothing. What in the world am I going to use this hand for? Nothing. Nothing. Why would they give two pistol holding hands, when we're not going to be using a pistol to hold? He's not lefty. There's nothing on this side of his body. So I don't like that. I've seen some people, they actually make a cut on the finger, they heat this up, they extend the index finger, and they make it a pointy hand, which is something to do. All right, so is it worth the $40 of the 2-pack? Yeah, it's different, man. This is a unique looking Star Wars figure. I think it's worth getting the pack just for this figure alone. If it was two of these guys, I would say no. So if you want to make a scene, you're working on some ACBA, I think these are good. This would be a good purchase for you. 40. I wish these things were cheaper, but they're not, and they're not going to get any cheaper. All right, folks, that comes to the end of this review. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. It's a trap.